Hey guys, so I thought I'd bring you a few little highlights of last night's live stream because you know what? There was some quite interesting stuff said and there was some fun stuff too. Yay! We're going to open though with this conversation between Jenkin and Olivia in which they talk about how they've misjudged Trish and have apologised to her. And I thought this was a really interesting and humbling conversation. The annoying thing is I don't actually have the moment where Olivia apologised to Trish. Maybe that wasn't a live stream, but mine did cut out for a few minutes. Or maybe they just cut it completely and it's going to be on the main episode tonight. But have a look at this.
What I was trying to do when I'm saying that is try and give Chanelle a bit of reassurance that no one hates her, but actions are different, so...
Yeah, I agree. Actions speak louder than words.
I just feel really bad, and I think because I've now spoke to Trish and I'm at peace with me and Trish, I don't want you guys to think that I'm trying to appease anyone else and be stuck in the middle either.
No, I agree. I think...
Because I don't want to be that middleman either.
For me, I didn't think... I went to Trish and I called truce. Like, not called truce. She assumed I was calling truce. But what I was saying is, let's wipe the slate clean. And that's like from the bottom of my heart, that's what I have done, and that's
for yourself. Yeah.
I didn't want to cling on to any preconceived notions that I may have had, because in a way, me saying about the 4-week thing, I think a part of me did have her in my mind as well, because I know that I have judged her actually quite harshly and wrongly.
And I said that to her, like, from my point of view as well.
Next up we have this conversation that took place in the upstairs room with the upstairs group, namely Jordan, Trish, Yinrun, Matty, Noki, and they're talking about Chanelle. They actually get a nice unfiltered opinion here of Chanelle from Trish and from Noki also about how divisive they feel Chanelle is. And I think some of what they say is actually quite true, and it's interesting to hear Jordan interacting with this conversation. But yeah, have a look at this.
The thing is, I feel like we needed to be clear that we don't do that. We genuinely have other conversations and laugh at other things.
Well, that's all we really do.
We don't sit here and focus on what the other group are doing. And that I like that you kind of pointed out, it was very one-sided, that idea that...
I found that so hard this week because the conversation's been so heavy on the divide, and I've just been like, I've just given up.
Yeah.
I'm just going to live in bliss and stop talking about this divide.
What I can find from when in our group is that we can sometimes acknowledge that there is a bit of a divide.
Yeah.
And then it's as if we created that divide, which I don't think is true.
Yeah, but it's like, for me, it's like there's always been a divide. It's just that it's showing out more because the other groups are being minimized.
Yeah, I know, I was going to say that. So the minute you become the bigger group, you then become the aggressor.
Yeah.
So I think you guys have suffered from that.
It was fine when we're just all four of us here.
And do you know what I found? Do you know what's so interesting, right? You know, the other day, when we sat on that table, Chanelle said to me that we did say it's been so weird not having Noki around. And then she also added, Noki, I'll be honest with you, other people from the other group have also said it's been weird for you to spend time with them. And I was like, why did you have to say that?
I'm not going to lie, I think that girl's very divisive. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I get that from you.
I think she's very divisive. Because for me, when it was Chanelle, I feel like if she's your friend, why didn't she take you on then? Because I feel like, personally for me, I feel like you were left out of both groups.
Yeah.
And we were just always open to take anyone that comes to us. Because we're not going to shun anyone. But also because I think, because I was willing to stand up for you, it was only common that you end up falling into our group. But I think if the other group made an effort to show up for you, you would have leaned towards their group as well.
I found it quite hurtful when she, I won't hold against her, but I found it quite hurtful when she said, okay, like, other people have been saying it's weird that you spent time with them. Like, I know it's weird for me to have changed my dynamics in the group, like, but I don't think it needs to be said. Like, it feels hurtful.
I think she's just very divisive. I've accepted that. I'm like, cool with it. You get to have your opinion. My only problem is you don't say it with your chest and then you hide away and make it.
Yeah.
You become a victim after that.
She sat down with me this morning, just us two, and was saying trying to explain yesterday, and she was saying, "Oh, Trish obviously thought there was more to it." And I said, "Well, no, I felt the same as Trish, and I still do feel the same, because it sounded as if, from what she was saying, that I wasn't one of her friends. And of course, you're going to have friends and just friends, but I felt targeted because it was obvious what she was trying to say.
It was clearly either about one of us, but
it was
for
going to
me,
be
For me, it's very clear.
for me, she showed herself when she said, and my friend got called a bully. I'm like, well, only one of us called your friend a bully.
Matty's scaredness is so funny.
So I'm like, it can only be one of us.
And I said, "Are you going to talk to Trish?" And she responded to me, "Oh no, I think I'll just."
And I think that's the cowardness in her. It's like, it's okay to be a coward, but don't act like you're not being that. Don't act like you're being bullied into
I'll be
that.
honest to me with you guys. For me, it was very upsetting when she took personal offence to me feeling isolated, and I was like, "But Chanelle, like,
Do
that's
you
my
know
personal
why I said,
opinion."
anyway? Do you remember that moment where I was like,
On the table.
yeah, I was like, you don't get to walk away and act upset.
She spoke more about how it would reflect upon her in her professional capacity.
This is what I thought. You must be a game player, because if you're sincere, you wouldn't mind that.
Yeah. I completely agree.
Those of you who watched Big Brother Late and Live last night will know that in tonight's episode, Matty and Jordan have a bit of an argument, a bit of a confrontation. Probably Matty getting angry with Jordan for the way Jordan's treated him, especially in light of the love triangle that has kind of petered out now, and it looks like Jordan and Henry are steaming forth with gusto, for lack of a few better terms. That was very old-fashioned language, wasn't it? But yeah, it looks like Matty and Jordan decide to bury the hatchet.
He went out that way. I saw him.
I don't want this. Do you want it?
Oh,
I don't want it.
Oh, thanks.
I love branch.
Do you want a bit? Yeah, okay, I'll have myself.
What time is it?
I see,
You were
it
here,
just takes me to...
Jordan.
You
Well,
hear it
Time
one
as well.
day.
Yeah.
I see good in you.
Thank
Like I
you.
said,
You
So
will
sorry.
hear it as well.
Jordan, you'll hear the ASMR one day.
You will hear it as well.
To each other.
oh, you guys just apologize to each other.
Harry, did you know?
What do you want?
Now, a little focus on Tom. Isn't it amazing when you think about it, right? Tom has made it into the final week of Big Brother. Tom has never been nominated for eviction. And yet when you think about it, Tom has been the right-hand man to most of the troublemakers in the house. Paul, Jenkin, Chanelle. And yet the guy has just avoided any sort of problems, punishments, you name it. He's avoided them all. He's quite clever and quite sneaky when you think about it. But here, in this conversation with Matty, he openly admits that he's just avoided all the drama. I don't know how he's done it. Has he just done it by running away? Because sometimes I feel like he should have been implicated a little bit. Yeah, he had to dress up like a sheep, etc., etc., but that really wasn't a punishment. That was just part of a game. So, yeah, I suppose, well done, Tom, because you're the unlikely guy who made it into the final week.
I haven't had any drama yet. I know you actually haven't. I've had a couple. I've had a good couple. I've maybe had 3. How the fuck haven't I had any? I don't know. I just... Even Yinran's had drama. Yeah, I just sort of stay out of it. Yinran's had maybe 2 dramas. Yeah. I just stay out of everything, really. But if it's the case of if there's a conflict involved, I don't want to be there. Sometimes it finds you. Yeah. You know, I think I've been lucky in that sense. It hasn't found me yet. But it probably will, I reckon, before the end of the competition. Oh, yeah, definitely will. Before the end of this freaking game show that we're on. Like, game show. The problem is, the majority of us forget it's a game show. I'm sure there's 1 or 2 people that don't, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know. I think I at one point I was like, oh, who's here for a game? Who's just not? I'm now at the point where I'm like, I don't care if you are or not. And like, yeah, if you are even as well, like, it doesn't matter. It is a game show. Yeah.
Finally, we end with some happy stuff. Last night, Olivia was obviously drunk off her head. I mean, it's quite funny. She went on the rampage last night in the house. So during her moment in the diary room, the house decided to hide from her. So when she got out of the diary room, there was no one there. The live stream kind of showed this, but I think it'll be better on the TV show tonight, so I'm not going to include any of that. But obviously, once she got out of the diary room, she found everyone. She decided to go on a bit of a rampage. So here we have her chasing everyone into the bathroom with the ketchup and mayonnaise, and it looks like she's going to spray everyone with it.
No. Stay back.
No.
Stay back.
No.
She is evil. Who ketchup, Tom?
I can't do the ketchup thing, okay?
Who ketchup, Tom?
Me,
Do it.
I get
I have a phobia of ketchup.
I know, that's why I was going to do mayo on you and ketchup on you.
Ow!
Why?
I didn't do anything. Baby girl.
Why red and white?
You're guilty by association, right?
But you've,
Can I pour
you've
this
seen
in your
it
head,
all now.
Olivia? Olivia, can I pour this in your head?
Olivia, we've got nothing to hide from you.
Then later on, she kind of staggers into the bedroom to announce she's calling a truce. And this is such a clear and concise conversation. How could you not misunderstand it?
Free diet Coke.
For real, for real.
Take a
I guess
chill
some people
pill.
just can't do coffee.
I've come to take a truce. To declare truce.
Okay.
Truce.
Truce.
No, truth. Truce.
We'll get that tomorrow.
What's the truce? Yes. Okay.
Not truth, truce.
What is truce?
Truce means peace.
Amnesty.
Didn't you get any of the Diet Cokes?
Yeah.
It's like in the war, in the war,
I've got
it used to
I've
be
got
like,
4
oh,
of
we
them,
now
but
are
I've drank
declaring
2.
truce, which means
How
everyone
many do you have left?
Who?
T.
I'm a goner tomorrow.
Yes, truce.
Not tomorrow.
Friday.
Friday.
But
What's wrong with Friday?
I'm going. But every,
Yinran, are you in the house with us?
do you know what Friday symbolises?
But everyone says this.
Friday is
But last week,
Friday
Rocky
is
said it.
Henry's cousin. Yes.
Friday is Henry's cousin,
Exactly.
I'm done.
and Friday is a bear, teddy bear. What's wrong with Friday?
But
Henry,
no.
I really fancy
Oh,
pizza.
she said
Oh, my
Friday,
nephew.
not Freddie.
Henry.
No, I said Friday, but she
no.
makes it sound like I said Friday.
Sorry, Friday.
Real.
And then finally, Olivia calls the truce of all truces by bursting into the bedroom later on, probably around, 1:45 in the morning, to announce the following.
Do you want to know what I heard? What's the story, Matty? Freddie liked that there was another bear.
About Eleanor.
No, on the packet.
No, that's nickname.
And he's happy
No!
with it.
Yeah.
What's Donkey's
You
nickname?
didn't scare me.
No, no,
Why have you got a fork? That does scare me.
Why have you got 4?
Yeah.
Can you get away with your 4?
Hear ye!
Oh my God.
Hear ye!
Who named that?
What's going on?
There are
Lucky.
74 chicken nuggets in the
Oh,
kitchen.
can I get
Chicken nugget. 74.
Yeah.
I'm having some of those.
No,
Not one, 74 chicken nuggets.
Can someone give me a piggyback?
Yes, there are loads of chicken nuggets in the kitchen. And when I said this had a happy ending, this is the happy ending because they all gather in the kitchen and start eating the chicken nuggets and laughing and joking. There is one notable absence, and that is, of course, unless my eyes are deceiving me, I cannot see Chanelle in this group. And I think that's a shame because as we near the end of the show, I do feel like, yes, people have their problems, people have their bad ways, their good ways, there are arguments, there are fallouts, there are disagreements, but it's good to come together, especially over food, laugh, joke, maybe say sorry, and move on. You know what I mean? So I think it's a shame she's not there. Maybe she was asleep, but there's no way she could have not known that was going on because they're making so much noise. So let's hope it doesn't stay that way, because even though, yes, I don't really agree with how Chanelle has behaved, I don't agree with how a lot of them have behaved, but I think at the end of the day, it's good if they just make up and leave it on a good note rather than everything falling apart under the massive weight of bitterness and resentment. And with that, I bid you a fair and good Thursday. Enjoy yourselves. See you later for the main show. Bye.